Alright, hey Pickle. Hey everybody, I'm Book Talk with Kay and our lovely ladies, Laya and Joe. Tonight we are interviewing Micca and she's going to tell us all about her amazing book.
What do you want to know? Pick a series. Pick a series. My favorite, if we're gonna go in my order, is The Gilded Butterfly Chronicles. Um, that one is the first one I think I really had to deal with trigger warnings. Um, I do use real life past events in that one that are from me personally. Um, and I find using my trauma in stories is therapeutic for me and tends to help other people as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts out as contemporary. That's not in that way. I can't tell you how. Why. Um, but there's a pro crow group, which is one of the men, and there is a he needs to go. So there's a great debate if he's morally gray or if he's just evil and self-serving. Personally, I think he's evil and self-serving, but I get outvoted quite a bit.
And that's your favorite series so far that you've written?
That the Gilded Butterfly Chronicles is my favorite series to date.
Why do you think it resonates so much with you?
The FMC Brooklyn um, goes through a traumatic event that any person can go through, sadly. And it takes almost a reality check to help her realize that she's living her life so predictably that everyone walks on eggshells not to scare her because of
Oh,
how she can strike out and how she will get physical when she's scared or triggered in a manner, and it's not, she doesn't mean to do it, um, but it's her trauma response. And she learns that she's got to get out of this small town. She has to face her demons for her to grow and to become who she really wants to be. It's time to leave home and stop using daddy as a shield. And that's what essentially the story is about, and her finding, not only finding herself, but finding her form of justice and learning that she's not a victim. She's a survivor.
love that. Can you tell us about the Dire series?
The Dire Secret series is my baby series. Um, Dire, I wrote the Dire Secret series originally over 20 years ago.
Oh wow.
And honestly, I thought I was crazy for writing it. I had never read anything like it or anything until um, I started actually doing alpha beta for other authors. And I learned that I'm not the only one who likes the idea of shifters and stuff like that. Um, Raven's story is a coming of age tragedy that forces her into a reality she was definitely not ready for, and into a world she was not ready for. She always knew she's a witch. That's
Mhm.
was nothing new, and she was prepared for her ascension, but it was kept from her all that came with the ascension. And a horrible event takes her from her home in Colorado to having to live with her family in Ireland. She's not a stranger to Ireland, but her home is here. So, as she's having to deal with men and family and learning about herself and who she really is and what her destiny is and what the prophecies are about her, she has to grow up pretty fast. And she learns that having an attitude can help give you that false sense of security until you can really get yourself to where you need to be.
Mhm.
Um, I love all of her mates because they are not. So the Dire Secret series is wordplay, and I've always liked wordplay. Dire because they're all dire wolves. I love
Mhm.
wolves, and especially the dire wolves. So it's dire secrets that end up with dire confessions that end up having dire consequences.
Love that.
And she has to play through all of this and deal with all of that. So once in Dire Secrets, the secrets are starting to be revealed and all the confessions come out, the end is the ending consequences are shocking. But her men are there to surround her, love her, support her, but not handle her. That's the one thing I will never have with any of my books and any of my FMCs. They want their men. They don't need them.
That's my favorite. I love when the men help build her up and don't outshine her.
Well, I had to be careful with that one with the Dire Secret series because she has a dire wolf as one of her mates, which that's not really giving anything away because it's in book one. The other ones, however, you will never guess what they are because they are so far from the realm of a wolf that to this day, and the first book came out 4 years ago, I still love waking up to messages going, "You made a shifter what? You
Oh
did
gosh.
what?" And especially with, and I will say this, Alpha Kieran, who is the bad guy. My favorite line I get weekly with that one is, one, how could you make him so hot? And two, why does he have a smut scene? And I always answer back, don't bad guys like Nookie too? So
Yeah, I mean,
if there's a bad group, if we say evil, the whatever, they get hot to trot too, so why not let them play?
so what inspired you to become a writer?
Um, so 5 years ago, I was doing alpha, beta volunteering stuff with authors like Elizabeth Knight, Tammy Payton, M. Sinclair, and I had a stroke.
Oh,
And I had to pull from all the projects that I was helping with. And I stopped communicating because, sorry if I get emotional.
I wish we could give you a big hug right now.
I pulled away from everybody. Um, I couldn't talk. I couldn't walk. Um, it was mentally for me, it was very bad because it wasn't my first stroke. So I
Oh,
knew um, what I was going to have to go through to try to get back to where I was. And I got a message from one of Elizabeth Knight's other alphas. And she said, "Hey, um, are you okay? What's going on?" And I could type, I just couldn't talk. And I typed, I said, I had a stroke. And I can't read right now, so I can't do what I need to do. And I can't type very long because my eyes get very tired and I get headaches. And Elizabeth Knight found out what happened and talked with Mike and said, "What does she need?" And he said, "Support." She sent me autographed books, notes, like 2, 3, 4 different times of support. You can do this. Sent me little gourmet cupcakes,
oh, sweet.
which was the cutest thing. And she started demanding I get back in chat. She's like, "You need to get in here and talk to us. You're isolating yourself. We're not letting this happen. You need to get back in here and talk to us." So I did. And she was talking about having some kind of problem with an FMC that she was thinking about. And I said, randomly, I just said, "Oh, that reminds me of Raven." And she said, "Who's Raven?" And I went, "Oh, I wrote this, honestly, stupid story, like 20 years ago." And she's like, "Oh, what is it about?" So I was like, "Well, she's a wolf shifter. She doesn't know it, and she's a witch, and all this other, little things." And she's like, "Well, you need to write it, like write it, so we can read it, publish it." I don't publish books. I just put periods in places and be like, "You forgot it, a word here," or, "Hey, this is redundant because you already said it." She's like, "No, you really need to write it."
Hmm.
And the alpha who had tracked me down and was like, "What's going on?" Within 5 minutes, I was in a separate chat on Facebook, and there was a PA and 2 other people that I knew as alphas, and they're like, "Okay, so do you know what Google Docs is?" And I'm like, "No, no." So they send me videos, and they're like, "You're gonna watch these. You're gonna open up Google Docs, and this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna write the Dire Secret series." And I'm like, "Guys, I don't have the energy for this." "Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because we need Raven. We need to meet her men. And you said unicorn shifter. I need to meet this man. So let's go." And they pushed and supported every day.
Oh, that's great that you have friends like that.
And when I was transcribing from notebooks to Google Docs. So I was just, typing, I wasn't editing or anything. And they're like, "Okay, let us in. Let's start doing this." And they would leave little notes on the side going, "Oh my God, her hair is what? Her eyes are what? He said what? Just all these supportive little things that kept me going. And that was March of 2021. And Dire Secret was published August 4th, 2021.
Oh, wow.
Dire Confessions, Book 2, released December 15th, 2021. And I'll never forget that one because it was my birthday.
That's amazing.
And then I got an editor that really wanted to help me make my books even better. And I rewrote Dire Confessions while writing Dire Consequences and re-released Dire Confessions a month and a half after its original release, and 3 weeks later released Dire Consequences.
That's amazing. How did you find the time and the motivation and the inspiration to get that done that fast?
So one of my exercises, I had drop foot. And if you don't know what that is, it's where you lose all muscular control of your foot, and your foot literally, it drops, it flops.
Oh,
And one of my exercises was I had to sit and I had to pedal. So while I was pedaling, I was typing. And it kept me from thinking about the pain in my leg or the pain in my foot. It just distracted me because I was getting lost in my own story, realizing I have control. This is my world. I can do what I want. My characters can say what they want because this is my world. And I was a stay-at-home mom at the time to a teenager that graduated in 2018.
the covers are absolutely gorgeous. Did you do them or did somebody else do those?
Those are the very first covers made by Kismet New Moon Graphics. She had wanted to get into making covers and essentially told me, I don't know how good they're going to be, but we can work on this together and we can build them and see what's what. And so we literally started with her eyes, because her eyes are a source of power and they needed to be electric green. They needed to be very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And her hair had to be raven, to start with. And I didn't want her sexualized, but I wanted her to be sexy and strong. So
Yeah.
when we built on her that's Dire Secrets. She was a teenager. She's younger. She's not fully matured. But if you see Dire Confessions, she has more clothes on. And then Dire Consequences, she has more clothes on. See? She has a jacket on. Because it's not about her youth. That's her in her full power. She's fully mated. She's fully powered. She's in control. Raven, essentially, at that time, I was kind of living through because I didn't have full control of my body. I
Yeah.
was having to do what doctors told me to do, where they told me to do it, how they told me to do it. I had to listen to my body. If it wanted to sleep, I had to sleep. I didn't have a choice. But I could live through her. She could run, she could climb, she could make love. She could do all the things I could not physically do. Now, the one thing I am doing, and I have mentioned this lightly before, but you can consider this the official, it's being scheduled. I am turning Dire Secrets into an omnibus. And I am putting in the parts that I was advised to leave out. And I'm excited for it. And its release date will be August 4th, 2026, on my 5-year authorversary.
Oh, that's exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was writing that down.
And I will say that Raven will be on the cover, but not as you see her on the Dire Secret covers, the individual covers. Because once you read the series, you'll know her true form. That will be the cover for the omnibus. And I am very excited about it.
Oh, well, we can't wait. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Yes. You're getting all kinds of comments and love saying how amazing you are.
I kind of, I don't know about inspiring, because that, to me, that's a very strong and powerful word. I'm a stubborn old bitch. That's the way I see it. I am 50 years old. I have been through it, and I don't give up. I won't give up.
Yes. Well, we're proud of you, and that's, I think you're amazing and inspiring. You've been through so much, but you keep trucking through, and I just, yes, that inspires. Oh,
Well, that's because I'll have to like break laws to go to the UK, and I will find you and push you. I will. Because you write cute books, and I want them.
if your any series would turn into a Netflix or a movie, what who would you cast as what character?
Well, it definitely wouldn't be any of my only ends, okay? Because that would be pay per view, and um, although I know what
Like,
Nels would like to see in them. No, we won't go there. Um, let's see. Dire Secret. For looks and sounding innocence, I would have to go for Raven would be Dakota Johnson.
ooh,
Um, because she has that persona of innocence, but you know she ain't.
yeah.
um, and that's kind of Raven. Um, ooh, for the Gilded Butterfly Chronicles for Brooklyn. Wow, I don't know. Um, When she was Sandra Bullock.
Oh, I love her.
I think it would have to be Sandra Bullock because she's got that strength of character, but can be vulnerable at the same time. So I think it would be, yeah, it would be Sandra Bullock. Please don't ask me for the only ends because, ooh, Only in Vegas is my fantasy. Like, I literally wrote that. The FMC is 49. I wrote it when I was 49.
Well, we haven't heard about that one yet, so do you want to tell us about it?
Okay, so the cover you're seeing there is the second cover. I had to change the cover because a certain Zon kept putting it in a dungeon. I kept getting in
Oh,
trouble. Huh?
what was the other one?
Would you like to see it?
Sure.
Everybody said they thought it would. Hold on, my dog's wanting in here.
Oh, Vegas is spicy.
Vegas is very spicy. I read Vegas and New Orleans.
We like the spice.
I see you're drinking the Arizona green tea that I told you about.
Alani.
Oh, Milani. Darn it, I thought you were drinking green tea.
Girl.
Okay, so
Looks similar.
It does.
Oh,
Ooh, hello.
yummy.
this is the
Yeah.
original cover. And it
Why
has a
did
guy.
that get dinged?
Because honestly, I don't know. She's not naked. She has a like onesie type thing bodysuit on, and the guy's hands aren't anywhere inappropriate.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's beautiful.
thank you. I loved this cover. Um, when I hired my new PA, we decided to rebrand and make it not so sexy. So I said, hey, what if we go with like that state's flower or that city's, something that represents that city. So with Only in Vegas, we did black silk sheets with red roses. Oh, I thank you. And Only Enola is gold because of one of the colors of Louisiana, and the magnolias is a state flower, also happens to be the FMC's first name, but her nickname is Nola.
Oh, that's cute.
So,
Sorry.
so Only in Vegas is the FMC is 49 years old. Her husband passed a few years ago, and she learned that you can rent a harem in Vegas, and everybody knows the rules. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So her family thinks she's going to Italy to see family. She is not. She's flying the opposite direction and going to Vegas. The best way to describe Only in Vegas is it is 97% smut, 3% plot, and that plot is them hydrating and changing positions. She
We
literally
love
does
that.
not. She literally does not make it up the elevator standing.
Yes.
So now only in Seaside Heights was changed. It was only in Jersey. And I got a lot of feedback as to why is it a state and the others aren't states. Why isn't it the town that it's in? Is it in a real town? So we changed it to only in Seaside Heights. That one is probably 50-50. 50% plot, 50% smut. And they literally are raising money for a charity, and it happens to be a hookup gala that is raising the money.
Nice.
And so you get sent a card, and because of your donation, and that card will hook you up with one guy, two guys, three guys, two girls, one guy. You never know what you're going to get. And this particular, she gets two guys. So technically, that's my first poly. Only three people. And they have their fun and then decide that, well, after Nate Night's over, we have our own houses here local, so let's just go to one of our places and continue.
Love that.
Now, only Enola is 60% plot, 40% smut, and there's trauma bonding in that one. There is a real things in it. They actually know each other. It's not, hey, this was just for a hookup, or hey, this was for a charity. This was, all these guys live together. No, one of them can cook worth a damn, so they're going to hire a chef.
Ooh.
She's a chef. Now, before I say what I'm going to say, only in Vegas and only in NOLA are audiobooks.
Oh.
I blushed listening to approve my own audiobooks, my own books. I blushed like hardcore.
Jo hasn't even read it yet, and she's blushing. She's like,
it's I learned that only in Vegas. Apparently, I might, maybe, I'm not confirming this, nor am I denying it, might have some kind of food kink. Because that was new. I was like, and there's a funny part with caramel. But, anyways, trust me, it's funny. Yummy too. But anyways, only in NOLA, all the guys have something. And the actual voice actress, the narrator for Only Enola, liked Only Enola so much, she's actually convinced me to write other novellas for each of the guys.
ooh. Who was the voice actor?
For Only Enola, it was Scarlett Benches.
Oh.
And now, the Gilded Butterfly Chronicles are also being put to audiobook. Book 1 is out. Book 2 and Book 3 are being done. KJ, by her, how do you say, KJ, help me. Um,
New release pre-order.
I can't think of the word, KJ. What am your yes, her alternate Casey West is doing um, Wings of Rapture and Untethered Revenge. So I'm very excited.
Oh,
Wings of Rapture book 2 will be releasing mid-October. That's it. Pseudonym. Thank you. I'm an author. I don't do words. My next Only In is Only in Devil's Lake. It is for pre-order, up for pre-order. It does release next month.
that's fun.
I've allowed 3 people to read it, and those 3 people have informed me that my readers are going to be mad at me.
Uh-oh.
I'm so here for it. I've only managed to make my readers mad because I love cliffhangers, but my series are all complete.
Mhm.
So I haven't been able to, get yelled at recently, and I kind of feel neglected. So
Give them something to yell for.
I'm kind of excited about the ending of Devil's Lake. Just to get yelled at.
So you have multiple worlds that you write in. How do you approach your world building?
I'm sorry, how do I what?
Approach the world building?
Well, I'm going to use Devil's Lake for this one. I was rearranging my office, and I had a map of the United States with all the cities, highways, all that stuff, and it was folded up, which I won't get into, but that annoys me. And I pick it up, and what do I see but Devil's Lake? And I went, that sounds like a good book.
Yeah.
Devil's Lake. That sounds like it needs a book. So I got one. Because all of a sudden, I'm like, let's look up Devil's Lake. What's there? And I'm like, oh, there's mountains. Cool. Oh, there's a body of water. Cool. Ooh, there's campsites. Fun. What if an author went there on retreat? Because she has a deadline and she needs to finish, and her parents are bickering messes, and she's just over it and rents a cabin for 5 months to finish her book. And literally goes to the middle of nowhere during the off season because she's going during winter. So she's going to get snowed in. She doesn't care. But then there are men. Beautiful. Muscular men. There's wolves. She don't care for the wolves so much. But there are men to protect her. And that's all I'm going to say, because trust me, the ending will make you mad. Or at least, God, I hope so. I really hope so.
That sounds like it will.
My world building is that simple. I see a name, and I'm like, cool, let's start there. Like in Gilded Butterfly Chronicles, the Gilded Butterfly Chronicles, they start in El Paso, Texas, because the guys are military, so they're at the post. Now, most of you don't know me. So those of you that do know, I really cannot stand that state. I was born there. I was partially raised there. But it just seemed right. It needed to be El Paso, Texas. and they're going to move all the way to like Missouri or Georgia or somewhere. Well, let's just look up a map. Look at a map and where can you get in 16 hours? You know, if you leave Texas, where can you get in 16 hours? Let's just go different directions. And
Mhm.
that's literally how I will pick where they're going. And then I'll look up that area and be like, okay, so there's a small little town there, and okay, well, I'll exaggerate it a little bit and change things and that kind, that kind of stuff. But all of the towns, all of the cities, they're all real. You can look them all up on a map, no matter what book it's in. If it's in a book, it's real. And I like doing that because I like geography. So if I can get you to look at a map to be like, holy shit, it exists. The only one I won't do, and before somebody down there actually writes it, I'm going to let y'all know I cannot do it because it won't get published through the Zon, is they want me to do only in Uranus. Because it's a town in Oklahoma.
I did not know that.
They sent me pictures of the fudge factory. See? Yeah. The fudge factory and all these different stores, and I'm like, guys, I can't do that. I won't be able to publish it. If you think they had a problem with the Only in Vegas cover, come on. You're really gonna have a problem with that title.
Yeah.
So, matter of fact, I think Laya's been in my lives with that discussion going on a couple of times. I'm almost positive she's been in there.
Oh, I have.
I thought so.
Are you
Because
like truly advocating for it, Laya? You're like, please, please, please.
Okay, so but when I posted on there, it's supposed to be near there. You put that as the title,
Near
and
there.
then you write about it. So you're near Uranus, and you can go to the fudge factory.
it almost makes me want to do it to see if I can get away with it, but I'm like, is there a hemorrhoid, Oklahoma? Tell me there's a hemorrhoid, Oklahoma, and we can do this. Although I'm letting y'all know right now, it will be an MM. That's it. It just needs to be an
It
MM.
has to be.
It's true. Yeah.
It has to be. And yes,
Okay, I'll be quiet.
my books do have MM. Very much so. The Gilded Butterfly Chronicles actually has Crow, the character I love to hate so much, actually has his own hair.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
He has 3 boyfriends, and he's bi. The other 3 are not. And there is a couple of scenes in the Dire Secrets series, which, as a new writer, you know what, KJ? Don't ruin our friendship, man. Don't. I hate that man. I love you, but I can't stand that man. He's evil. He's self-serving. See, you're gonna get...
Oh my god! So there is a gay Oklahoma and a straight Oklahoma.
You are gunning for it. You
There's a hooker Oklahoma.
Okay, I know about Hooker, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's wild.
Okay, so there's 41 non-50 pound slap out Oklahoma. Like slap out. Seriously. Frogville, hooker, Frogville, IXL, and gay and straight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, somebody actually, I did a TikTok. I did a TikTok, and I was like, hey guys, I need only-ins. So give me towns, give me places. I got Beaver Lick, Indiana. I'm like, guys, I have to be able to put this on book covers.
I've never heard of that. I'm in Indiana. I've never heard of it.
There's also, somebody was like, well, if you can't do that one, I think there's, what is it, French Lake, Indiana?
French
Or
Lick, yep.
Illinois? Yeah,
French
French
Lick,
Lake.
Illinois.
And then I was like, I might be able to get away with that one.
Yeah.
And the names I have gotten have made me laugh till I have cried.
I bet.
Because
I
I'm
bet.
like, I know I write this, but the fact that y'all are coming up with all these towns for me, let me tell you.
Love
Just the
that.
ones that were mentioned tonight. Like, wow. I had no idea.
We're
Crow
cronies.
needs to be unalive. Okay?
Crow needs to go to hell, Michigan.
Yes! Yes! 100%. I tried. I lost count, so I know I wrote it, but I've lost count. I think 4 or 5 times in the Gilded Butterfly Chronicles, I tried to unalive that man.
He just doesn't want to off.
After you narrate the books,
That's
you can take him. You can have him. I will
That's
even
funny.
add in the manuscript at the end where you can actually read, Crow is now mine, I'm taking him with me. I can't stand that man. And the thing is he's not real, but I'm very passionate about not liking that man.
Who is the one that you and oh, why can I not remember her name now? Oh, never mind, because I can't remember her name.
Well, no, tell me the scenario and I'll tell you the name.
She also has a Shifter series, Altered, and all those. Yes, I knew you'd remember for that one. Because
Okay,
you're
so
going to read the Mafia series.
here is why I have to keep Crow alive. There's an international incident going on, okay? One of my besties and author M.F. Moody is from the UK,
Oh,
okay?
yes.
She wrote a book called Family Justice, which I absolutely love and assisted with. And one of the characters, his name is Christopher, I always felt he needed a redemption. What happened to him was not his fault. He was just, what was done to him was wrong. And at the same time that she was writing this, I was writing a Gilded Butterfly Chronicles. And she had read book 1 and book 2 and absolutely fell in love with Crow. And I think she knew what I was planning on doing before I finished book 2, because she says, if you want Christopher to have his redemption, you have to keep Crow alive.
Oh,
I have heard the argument about that, and
thank
it gets heated.
And I'm like, I beg your pardon. She goes, not only do you have to keep him alive, but he has to get his happily ever after with Brooklyn. And I'm like, what
Ooh.
the hell? So I thought, ladies, I thought I had it. Okay. So, book 2, I finish it, and I'm like, okay. She's like, finish the series. Okay. So I finished the series. Crow is alive. Now, I had planned what was going to happen. And she released, oh my god, why can't I think of it right now? Book 2 to Family Justice, which was, or it was a spinoff, which is the redemption for Christopher. I was very excited. Yeah, I was very excited. I'm now going to unalive this motherfucker. I'm going to do it. So I start writing a spinoff. I start writing a spinoff. And me not thinking, talking about it during live, she pops in.
Uh-oh.
You do it, and I will Christopher in the next book. So help me. And that is the live that Laia was in. And I brought Moody up. And we started going at it back and forth about who was going to unalive which character. And then she started bringing her other characters in, which I wanted. And she started holding them over my other characters that I
Uh-oh.
couldn't do anything with because it would be.
I think EJ was in there too.
It was a whole thing. Yes, Emma was in there. Yeah, it was a whole thing, and you can literally, if you see her live, you can literally send her a message and tell her, "Hey, I heard Micca was talking about unaliving Crow," and watch the shit show that happens.
Invite me. I want to watch it.
I'm like,
Roll it.
the absolute argument that we have over these characters is like full on. These are real men. It is passion, and I say he's evil. She says he is morally gray and did what he did for the betterment of them.
Hmm. See, I thought this was going in a whole different direction. I thought Christopher and Crow were going to meet up and it was going to be a cross, like co-author. Nope.
No.
Cutthroat.
Oh God!
Cutthroat.
Don't mention that to her. Don't mention that to her. Nobody heard
Section
that.
8, we don't talk. We do not
I'm
discuss
sorry. I'm sorry.
Nobody heard that.
this.
Oh
I'm
my,
sorry.
that would almost be too funny.
It would make
Oh
everybody happy
gosh.
though.
Yeah, so that has been going on for 2 years. That battle,
Wow.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
has been going on for 2 years. And I thought in the spinoff, because one of the characters is a child in the first 3 books. She's 11, 12 years old. In the spinoff, she's an adult. Him there. But I was going to do it where it made him a hero. I really was. It was going to make him a hero.
Oh,
But he
that's
was going to.
compromise.
Oh, she still said no.
He still said no. She
Well,
would
that's true friendship.
just totally unalive Christopher, and I can't have that. So, yeah. Oh, don't even. I know nothing, Trisha. You know everything.
Of course.
It is a book war. It really is.
You-
Good
All right. Well, we've
times.
got one more question for you. If you could time travel to any other era, where would you go and why?
I'm going to say
Smart blue.
Uh,
Without
1692.
1692?
very specific.
Very
Yes.
Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh,
Ooh,
I'd be scared.
I would try to prevent it.
smart.
Could we have like an invisibility cloak? Like hide, saving people.
blue. I would say with.
I'd say without. So give us two.
Without really, I think I'd want to see Egypt back
Ooh.
in
Also good.
its
Yeah.
heyday of Cleopatra, and I think I want to know if we built damn pyramids or not.
I like your thought process. Yay!
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that goes, really, but really, did we?
Really? Yeah,
So yeah, I would, I without not, I'd want to go back to Egypt and see what's what.
that's a good one. That's a really good
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do I get to come back from these places, or are you just like
That's
sending me
smart.
and I'm screwed and stuck there?
I mean, if you want to come back, sure.
Because all of a sudden thought was that is a lot of sand and a lot of places I don't want and a lot of heat I don't want to deal with. So if I can come
All
back,
blue. Um, Mika, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you? If you have a website, find your book.
okay, so you can find me in North Central Kentucky. No, I'm kidding. All of my books are on Amazon. They are all on KU because I know what it's like to be on a budget. So my books will always be on KU. You can order directly from me for prints if you want autographed. My link thing is in whatever. What is it? The bio. Whatever. My
Mhm.
link there.
Your tree of links is in your bio. Got it.
That. What she said. And I am known for sending things that you didn't order, so just deal with it because I love doing stuff like that.
Thank you, Ella.
Yeah, you can stalk. I kind of like being stalked, so feel free. Also, read my book, yell at me. I'm okay with it.
Leave reviews, people.
Yeah, please. Look, the biggest thing for I'm gonna beg this for all authors, all, especially indie, but all authors. Read, review, rate, and recommend. Please. Because that's what helps all indie authors get a little bit more ahead on Amazon. So not just for me, for every indie author. Please.
4 R's.
4 R's. They're
Yeah.
really easy.
Well, thank you so much for being here. For everybody that's tuning in, we are having a Halloween event. Everybody's welcome. You got to be in a costume to get up in a box, but it's going to be so much fun. We're going to do some giveaways and some trivia. We hope to see everybody there. Mika, you're more than welcome to join.
Cool.
Hmm.
We're doing it on the 29th.
I'll send you a reminder, but remember to send it to your PA.
You act like you know me. I, I totally forgot to tell her about this.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
when is it? I'm like, a couple hours.
That's fair. It
Yeah, I didn't.
happens.
I forgot to put it on
Thank
the
you.
calendar. Totally my fault.
Well, we're glad you can make it.
It's a good one, Blue.
That
Oh,
is a good
that's
one, Blue.
good.
Yeah.
That is really,
Hmm.
yeah, I would have questions.
Without
Everything's
knowledge.
based with knowledge.
Nicholas has
Uh-huh.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
that is very smart because I'd really like to know if he invented the stuff and a certain other person just happened to steal
Yeah.
it. Just
Wow, we're like all on the same page. This is fantastic. Hello.
really want to know.
That part.
Well, I really do appreciate this whole thing. I had an amazing
Yeah.
time. You guys are Awesome. And just real quick, that if you followed me during this, I always follow after I do lives and stuff like that. So I'll be stalking all of you after this. So
We'll stock back. We'll stock back. It's nice meeting you. You're super fun.
it's nice meeting you.
And your books sound amazing. I haven't read any, but they sound amazing. All of them, all of the series that you talked about.
The ones I have read
Yeah.
Aw.
yeah, all the ones I've read are great. So
But you know what is really like touched my heart is that you have such a support system, such a support group. I mean, that really you I was in tears, like I was tearing up a little bit. That's really beautiful. You're very lucky, very blessed.
My support system sadly got tested not quite 2 years ago. I was behind the wheel and went into cardiac arrest. So they got tested
Oh.
again. And it's amazing how much people here have become important in my real life.
Yeah.
And I can count on them more than family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, anyways, I love y'all.
Yes.
Y'all
Thank you so much.
do you do this like every week or like
okay.
Every
Because
Wednesday. Yeah.
I'm okay because I'm gonna be stalking from now on. 'Cause this
We
is
Yay!
like to
fun.
be stalked too.
Okay,
We
this is fun.
we do.
Most of I know the people in your lives, and yeah, just tell them to get a hold of me or through our email that's on mine and Kay's. I'm not sure about Joe's.
Oh my goodness.
And email us, and I can get them scheduled in.
Oh,
Yep.
I kind of know some authors. You're aware of this, Leia? I know just
A little bit, just
A
a
little
little.
bit.
I'm gonna be throwing all of them at you.
Bring it on.
Bring them
We are-
on.
Bring it.
Oh,
Bring
and
it.
just for, do you happen to do like voice actors, narrators that talk about
Anybody
things?
bookish. We want to support everybody.
Yeah.
KJ, she's trying to give you a hint.
Hmm.
Get a hold of
Noted.
her.
Reach
I'm
out
just
with some
saying.
dates.
Yeah.
Let us know when you're available. And we also do a podcast, so we don't always do
Yeah.
the
I think,
on screen.
sorry. I think our interviews are booked for the rest of this year because we got 2 more today.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Then we should
And
have
then November's booked, I'm pretty sure.
and then okay.
But anyways, message us and we'll get you booked. But our podcast is wide open.
Yes.
I don't know much about podcasts. I don't know how those work.
Kay sends you a link,
Uh,
and it
We
tells you how to
chill.
It's just like we're talking on the phone, hanging out.
Yeah, we
You don't have
chill.
to be on camera.
You don't have to get all.
Is it like Discord or is it like something like?
It's Podbean.
Yeah, it's called
Um,
She'll send you a link. You click onto it and make your own little account thingy. That if you want to only use once, it's great. And then we get on there and we chit chat and BS about book stuff and non-book stuff.
yeah, we go a
We
little
squirrel a
sideways,
little
but
bit.
Okay, but I have to say I heard Podbean and my mind went book.
Yeah,
well,
I did too when I first.
I have too many ideas right now.
Ma'am.
Yes,
yeah,
Megan. Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
The
Yeah,
email is in Laya and Book Talk with K's bio.
Yep.
If
yeah,
you don't want to look it up, find me. I can talk to Kay and figure out when to book.
Yep. You guys can message, and we also have a website that you can
Oh yeah.
book for the interviews for TikTok, not Podbean, but yes, Megan, I saw you. I was going to touch base later. We've just been getting ready since then.
All the fun stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, It's
Thank you
been
guys so much.
nice. Thank you.
Bye, Mama
Bye.
Mia.